Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. So today we have 2017 edition of Sunday Morning Stout. Really should be called Snowday Morning Stout because currently I have about somewhere between a foot and a half and 2 feet of snow outside my house. And we are in a state of emergency. Everything is shut down. The roads are shut down. The National Guard's coming up to help out. So I just did round two on my driveway and sidewalk, and I thought it'd be a good time to have a beer. This is a beer I like quite a bit, at least previous batches. People called it a KBS-Killer. I do like it a hair more than KBS. Killer, I wouldn't go that far. I don't think it kills KBS, but I think it does better. I do think the 2016 KBS was strong, very chocolatey, which I appreciated. Usually this one I get more bourbon, which I appreciate. And then this year I noticed the ABV is higher. I believe last year was like 11.3, 2, and this one's 12.7. Stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee. So it doesn't have the cocoa nibs or chocolate, I should say, that the KBS does. So it's not a straight comparison. Again, with the whole KBS Killer thing. I've done them side by side. I've done them with other bourbon aged coffee stouts, and I definitely think it holds weight. And I'm pretty excited to try this one with the higher ABV because it could mean more flavors. Let's see. Well, it's pouring out nice so far. Getting some of the aroma already, which is always a plus. And that is a nice looking pour, if I do say so myself. And get that in. Oops. All right, so let's see what I get in the aroma. Lots of coffee, man. I had a cup of coffee about an hour and a half ago, and this is if I put some sweetener in it, that's what this smells like. I just had it black, no cream, no sugar, and so you get that, but this does have a little bit of a sweetness in the smell. Yeah, so very roasty, sweet coffee, and then a little bourbon is coming through. So definitely doesn't smell alcoholic, and I was wondering with the higher ABV if it would be well-rounded or not. So definitely super coffee forward, sweet, roasty, and then a little bit of that bourbon comes through. I didn't get much wood, more of the bourbon itself. So let's see if the taste follows the nose. Cheers. Creamy with coffee, definitely coming through. Nice heat at the end. Not overly alcoholic, but definitely a nice heat. These I like fresh and I've enjoyed them aged because of that higher bourbon burn. I do think they age very nicely. Yes, you lose some of the coffee, but it's so coffee forward that it lasts long enough, and I think it is worth aging some. They say 2 years to age, and it came out in 2015 was the first batch, at least that I'm aware of, that was in bottles. Maybe they brewed it earlier, but I'm like 99.9% sure 2015 was the first bottled batch. Um, and I think I still have one or two of those, so it'd be interesting to do how they recommend up to 2 years. Let me get another swig, see if I get any other characteristics. Definitely getting some of the vanilla from the wood and the bourbon there. So yeah, definitely coffee. You get the nice warmth. Man, it is cold outside too. So that warmth is super appreciated right now. And this, oh man, I'm gonna say it again. I'm glad I bought a bunch of these. I bought, I think, four packs because this I think is going to age beautifully. You're getting the start of some fudgy brownie as well, and I think with the age you're going to get even more of that. Maybe even some chocolate would come forward. But right now I'm definitely getting huge coffee and bourbon. So like those two flavors are fighting each other, which I think is what I thought last year too. Definitely some vanilla comes through. It's not overly sweet, but it has enough sweetness. Like I said, in the aroma, it smelled like a sweetened coffee a little bit, and that's definitely something I'm getting on the taste. This I do think is world class. I think Weyerbacher's barrel aging program is on point. I like other stuff from them, but pretty much everything that I can think of I've had that they put in a barrel is definitely world class. I think their distribution's getting a little wider. We still had a good amount of this in the area, so it's easy to get. Price point, I think it was like, was it $15 a 4 pack? So that's a pretty good price, not quite as good as the High Westified from Lagunitas, but it's a good price point for how delicious it is for a bourbon aged adjunct coffee stout. If you've never had it, I'd recommend trying to get some. Delicious. Cheers.